Hello there, greetings. Happy Wednesday. I think today's Wednesday. So, here we are again. As for today's topic, we don't have a topic, but we have one tonight. Um, and yeah, the past couple of days, well, not yesterday, but yeah, I was connected to the Tall Whites and or at least through Charles Hall stuff. Just elaborate more into that. Yeah, I was I was connecting when he was talking about connecting to the tall whites. I haven't channeled the tall whites through a webinar. I don't know. I technically am right now, but as we reconnect, as we connect to our power, we'll see how powerful we truly are here, and that the aliens are just helping us, open ourselves up to our abilities. Like we're being wowed by them, but we're not. We have so much darkness around us, it's hard to wow ourselves of our own abilities because we've been shut down. It's like we have all these talents and we've been shut down by negativity. You could say we've been buried alive in some regard. Technically, it does feel like that. You know, it's another. It's like a chest you're put into a treasure chest, closed up and just tossed into the ocean. It kind of feels like that as we're born in here and then we break out those manipulations, our cage, and reconnecting to our abilities. Your aliens will appear when they need to. I've mentioned this earlier, but I'll mention it again. You're just basically becoming more, allowing yourself to grow and not let anybody tell you anything. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Just follow your own intuition like a tree. Just grow. Don't listen to, I won't listen to anybody, you know, of your path. I mean, yeah, if you want to get a channeling to confirm what you're doing, that's one thing, and get maybe tips on how to open yourself up. Yeah, of course, that makes sense. Or who should I connect to more? As you open yourself up. As you open yourself up, you're just not afraid of what you're capable of. And most of humanity is super angry. I guess you can say I'm channeling humanity, and that's something I recommend, but technically we all are already. It's just angry, ego, self pity, just so much what I don't have type of energy around humanity mostly. Like what I don't have this, I don't have that. This will make me happy. Of course, you have your dreams, it's one thing. But also, your dreams, you know it will happen. To just enjoy the moment. That'll help you grow more. Yeah, some of this stuff might be a little bit weird for the majority of the world. Um, some do put an ego around it, not to mention names, but anyway. But as you're basically uncapping, like you're uncapping yourself, you're opening yourself up, you're just allowing your Kundalini, if I'm actually saying that right, you just become confident of your direction that like your channeling is right, even though some might not agree with it, whatever, just whatever it is to just believe in yourself basically. That's probably that self love, but it's also believing in yourself, and that's very powerful. Because humanity is taught that you don't mean anything, uh, done by a great amount of things here, um, and so when you're ready, basically it's just all a patience, and just you don't really know where you're going. You just letting go of people that have been not so friendly to you in the past. Healing that. Nobody's perfect, but you know, just letting things go, such as somebody's been not very good to you, send them love instead of hate. Yeah, it takes some time for that, but you know, I'm just going by my own experiences of what I'm connecting to. Um, and I know a lot of people are connected to the aliens, and that's good, or the angels, that's good. The fairies are very good. One thing I've picked up on the fairies, I believe it came through yesterday, but I'm also feeling it's like connect to the fairies to lighten yourself up. It's like ask the fairy collective to cheer you up, especially when you're in downtime. I've tried it with angels. I didn't get very far with that. Like when you're really like you hit a moment, it's like, I believe that I don't know something or Aphrodite or whatever your sexual preference, maybe that'll work better. But fairies, of course, they're involved with that too. I I believe I don't know. It doesn't work for everybody, but I feel the fairy collective will. I know. Welcome to the land of the insane. But I believe it does work. As for the rest of humanity doesn't believe in any of this, well, they can be angry as they are and do what you got to do. A lot of people are, of course, it has a lot to do also with humanity. Why it's not changed? It's part of their test. It's part of their, it's their time in the ring. They're fighting for their life. You can say that. Not to say no, we all are in different ways, because everybody's tested. But tested in a way where none of this exists, which is fine. But don't let that deter you to your direction, because they will try to do that. Because anyway, yeah, it's just wait. So anyway, yeah, my channel humanity, it is kind of brutal, though. Unfortunately, I don't like channeling human collective. I think pretty much we are channeling that all the time, and that's what disconnects us from our direction. I mean, if you talk about a blockage, as a human consciousness is a blockage, because we're all connected. So maybe you have cleared out some stuff, but somebody else has not, and they're connected to you and blocking you. I wouldn't doubt that. Basically clear all blockages, put the intention out, and you'd be surprised. Now, that's something I've really thought about, but as I said, most aren't going to really connect with that. It's just not part of their tune, because we're all spiritually connected. And it's just a little bit much. And that's another thing. Why so many find spirituality so easy to close down, because they don't understand it. Not reading it. They don't see their guides. Don't feel their guides. Don't do any of that. So it's hard to believe in something where you don't sense who's around you. So it's easy to shut it down easily. But that's all part of the healing process of, if you wish to, you will connect eventually. If you wish, if not, well then. Some here are not really meant to connect to your guides. It's part of their path, I believe. But I believe that can be changed also if you wish. I think everything can be changed. So anyway, let's see. Anything else for right now? Yeah, just basically believe in yourself. Believe in yourself of all your abilities. It's like, what are my abilities? Your abilities is everything. Telekinesis, everything. To hover off the ground, fly if you want, walk through walls. Okay, that one might take some time. But you never know. Okay, I think you have to be in a higher. Well, spiritually you can. That's an astral project, so you can do that way. So I'm not sure about the whole physical thing. Okay, that's far as I can go, but I think astrally, yes. But yeah, I don't see why you can't walk through a wall. You just have to. That one's I don't see why you can't do that. Yeah, you gotta be at a high vibration to do that, but I don't see why not. So yeah, that one's I don't see why not. Anything's possible. Yeah, and I feel humanity calling that evil, but man, how long are you gonna beat that drum? As long as they can. Okay, before I go into the topic that is of Google, of what's going on in the news recently, before I go into that, I just want to put this out there. See, I am seeing like an Anunnaki king. I just saw him right now. Obviously, is watching all of it, is watching our progress, and some of us have actually connected to him. I'm not sure where he is or what he is, or he's somewhere out there. Might be on Naboo or Nabru, whatever you call it. I don't think he's there, but either way, I picked up a Anunnaki king that is. Will start showing himself, I guess. Maybe I'll change. I don't know if he's channelable. I don't know what he is. Definitely male. Definitely tall. I even see him sitting on a throne. Just watching. I'm not getting a whole lot of indications. I don't think he's part of the elite, but it could be wrong. I don't think so. Just I'm not getting a whole lot. Anyway, if you see that, good luck with that. You're going to see a lot of things. But I mean, obviously, I would work on yourself and not worry about your aliens. I mean, if you want to, but I believe they'll show up when they need to. You'll just become more aware of it. I mean, the idea is to clear your own junk out, clear your stuff out. Just, do a big wash of yourself, basically. Aliens or angels or whatever will appear. At least you'll give a sense of them. So anyway, all right. Okay, yeah, we're going to go into the Google thing. 1 second. Before we go to that, because I picked up some stuff about Google that wasn't really, I mean, I look into it, but it's like, watch I get distracted and I can't advertise. I can't put ads on my channel anymore, but like it really matters. I don't make anything anyway, so. But other people have had that, so anyway, doesn't really matter. Like they won't strike your channel, they'll just strike your ad revenue. Like I get, like it's pennies anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, I doubt that's going to happen. A lot of people are talking about it. So anyway, it does seem like, because when I connect to, because the guy got fired, he was writing about diversity there, and he got fired for it, and it basically is like, and so I saw an article about this. I just saw the headlines, like he was like going against the Google High Mind, and it does feel like it's like, and I felt all kinds of other stuff there that I never really saw before. I'll go into, I mean, they talk about China being a censorship. Obviously, some people have already talked about how much Google is a censor. But I didn't really connect to it within the employee energy. I never really got into that. But it's definitely a major league in censorship. So you're talking about, I mean, obviously as a liberal agenda through the search results, but definitely there's definitely along with its employees, there's a liberal agenda and much more to it than that. I had to say conservative is much better. Both of them are kind of, yeah. Even the libertarianism is, I mean, it's all kind of, I mean, if it's positive, any of them, if they have more positive energy, they all have positives to them, and then they're all good. It's just the lower vibrations. Well, it's a test. Let's put it that way. So anyway, I picked up some stuff with it, and I'll go into that in a second. But to those that are new to all this, I'll go into, I'm not sure where. This is just do. This is ivanteller.com. You can go to About page, find out about me, and there's videos of interviews. Not many, but there's interviews there. There's private sessions. You can see that my schedule pretty open this week. Saturday, the late afternoon is open. Around 5 o'clock is open, but so anyway, I have gift cards and other ways of purchase. We have Google Hangout, Skype, Zoom, and session by phone. We'll also have whatever this is, the iPhone app and Android app. If you want to keep up with what's going on, which isn't much, but one of these days there will be something going on. You can also join the webinar if you wish. Yeah, not many people are watching the webinar. Some do, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not for everybody, but for those that are in the webinar, it is a lot. There's a lot to it for sure. And also, it's 5 minute 5 minute question, and you receive an audio file 1 to 5 days. Um, and there's also another payment method where you don't have to fill in your information, your address, and all that information. If there's anything else, there's also donations if you like to keep me on the air. If you like, if not, that's okay too. I'll still be here somehow. I've been told services, submit a question, past life regression healing, message from Yeshua, 5 minute healing, channeling consulting. There's also spiritual connections, one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul pain from Stephanie, and Reiki from Miguel. So this is what keeps everything going, opens your vision, your direction, and opens up insanity. So all we're here for is absolute insanity. So thank you all for donations and questions and putting the links out for the videos. Thank you very much for that. And I'm live, but I don't answer any questions on the chat. I will eventually. Usually I'm coming here, I'm worn out, so it's like I answer questions all week. It's like I'm beat half the time, and I work throughout the day. I need like a 6 month vacation. That's not happening anytime soon, as far as, and it's hot, as you might see. So anyway, okay, what are we doing? Okay, so this I didn't put up a news article for the what's going. I just had interviews and stuff, and I have Zuckerberg as a robot. No, anyway, basically, not that it's supposed to be spiritual, but anyway, yeah, a Google engineer talked about diversity, and basically, from what I got, because I didn't really read through the whole thing, it's like, and like males have more like they put a lot more time into the coding and all the engineer stuff. Most of them don't have a life probably, and so there's more males doing it than females because like, and so people are bashing that. It was like whatever, that's whatever. But also you went into Google's politics of if you're a liberal you're okay, if you're a conservative you're not okay. So, and that was in there too. So it was basically, I mean, it wasn't really nitpicking on anybody. It was just making it was just a point of view. That was it. It wasn't like it showed improvements, but why things are the way they are and stuff like that. And it wasn't really, it wasn't an attack on anybody. I don't think it was. Just an analysis, basically, just like you do any type of data. It's like any. Not to say females can't do coding and all that. Just got that better priorities. You want to throw away your whole life. You want to have a family and all that. And you have no life. You sit in front of a computer, and that's all you do. That's not for everybody. Not to say they can't do it. It's like that's a lot of. Ugh. And I do writing and stuff. That's the same thing. Of course, they make more money than I do. But anyway, it's just the way it is. So whatever. But anyway, he would just make an analysis. That was it. And they got fired. And it just kind of showed how Google is very kind of like their own China. They're very censorship oriented, or whatever word that is. But anyway, it's like Google has a big problem, especially on YouTube. Like they'll see something they don't like, they'll just pull it. They might flag you, maybe. Sometimes they'll just take videos right off. Like Alex Jones got spit at. They just took the video down. They just took it down. I think that was it. They didn't even give him a strike or anything. So, it's a lot. It's like that's your AI. That's your big brother, basically. So that's pretty. I mean, I'm probably saying stuff that's already known. But also, I picked up on something. I'm going to open up to more if anything else comes through. The AI consciousness of Google, like this thing right here. It's like the employees also, some of them, or maybe all of them, okay, maybe not all of them, but maybe even there. It's like they're going into the beast itself. It's like their consciousness is being absorbed by an AI energy that's beyond their. That's what I picked up. It's like, that's the next stage is AI. And that's why I say everybody at Google. I'm going to say the janitors and the cooks there. It's like everybody there is an experiment. Of course, we're an experiment, but there's a little bit different. It's like I believe it's like also because I don't connect to Google that much. I know their customer service sucks. This is really surprising how much money these people make, and their customer service is like, wow, that's really bad. That's. I mean, the membership site I use, it's like that, but worse. I think at least, well, they get back to you at least. The membership site I use, he has like I send him 2 messages, not a word. It's like a couple weeks in between, not a word. It's like okay, nice. So anyway, yeah, it does feel like the AI they're all being experimented with. I don't think they're fully aware of it. I don't think even the CEO is aware of it. There's like a consciousness. They're going into some kind of AI type of invention that will find itself, but bigger than that eventually. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it'd be like Terminator, but it's going to be. I mean, it feels like everybody's involved. Like you sign your life away, and yeah, they pay everybody well. They give them all these perks. They do all this. They kind of like, hey, we're right. Hey, we're always, yeah, we're good for you. Yeah. So it's like you think something different than what you think the opposite. If you don't of our values, and it could be just conservative thinking or whatever it is. Yeah, that's another story. So they're basically indoctrinating you into their hive, which is fascinating. So yeah, they give them all these perks and cars and whatever. Of course, it's real expensive to live there, but anyway, I guess they all live in a camper outside. I don't know how that works, but it is indoctrination. It truly is. I never really thought about it that way. I always says, yeah, just give them a bunch of crap. Who cares? But it truly is bringing them into their compartment of thinking. I just, this is our way, and we are a robot society, and we're here to dominate humanity. In some ways, they are. Um, so they're not as lovely. I mean, obviously, they're not, never have been. But I mean, there's parts of it that are good. Parts of it that are just. I'm also seeing obviously there's a public version of Google and a shadow version of Google. I don't think Google's even aware of it. That shadow version of Google is what I'm talking about, the AI stuff. Like they have shadow government and shadow Google, which I never really connected with before. Like I connected the AI thing. It's like, okay, I'll explore that tonight, and that's what I'm doing. And now I'm seeing like the shadow Google. I don't believe any of them are aware of it. I don't think even they're the experiment, and they have no idea. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious because they get all that funding, and they'll have it's probably government, probably all hidden through corporations, shadow corporations. Tesla gets a lot of government money that was made public, but they can always shadow all of that through just companies they build out of, whatever. They'll just, pump money into a company. They're on everybody's board and say, hey, let's just, give them money, whatever, keep them alive. They all have their ways of covering things up. But I never connected to a shadow Google before. That's a new one. That's obviously, I mean, YouTube's got its issues, but it does have it does have positives because you can say things here you can't do anywhere else. So it does have, but of course, sometimes when you push it, probably that's the end of it. But for the most part, most like this, most people are going to connect to it. Just like PewDiePie and God, man, I don't know how PewDiePie. I don't know how he does any of that stuff. That's hard to even watch, let alone create. But anyway, I guess it's for kids. I don't know how kids can handle that stuff. It's anyway. But the Google, it does seem like it's mostly obviously the Black projects. Facebook has it, but it's a little bit different. We'll connect that in a second. I have some links here, actually in the description below. But also, I wanted to. What am I doing? Okay. we'll go into that in a second. Oops. This is the interview with the guy. I'm not sure if there's any interest, but if you do, and you also have a link to the document that if you care. I listened to the majority of it. Yeah, it's not for everybody. This is it. And the harm of Google's biases. I bet they just love that. So anyway, so I mean, I didn't look through any of this. I don't feel like it. Just I can't look at it. And also, this guy here, he was talking about it. Also, he has another point of view. That's in the link down below. And he was talking about how did he word it? It was like how people like telling people, what do you believe and all of that, like talking about how Google is doing this, and or bringing stuff that makes a lot of sense, or talking about like what David Icke would bring up, like all Jews are reptilian, which is not true. Actually, I know I didn't set that up right, but anyway, if you watch the video, see what I'm talking about. 27 minutes. But actually, I was connecting to that when he said that. I think a lot of Jews are actually Syrian. And I connected a little bit more of their race also. Here, I'm going to, I would take that down. Yeah, a lot of Jews are actually Hebrew or Israelis, however you word it. A lot of them are actually Syrian. And a lot of them are Yael. Also, I feel a lot of Syrian. Because it's like they go to worlds where it's kind of rough around the edges. Not always, but it's a lot of that's brought in from Sirius. Sirius has a lot of stuff like what we have. If you connect more to it, you'll see a lot of drama. Like when I connect to the Pleiadians, there's different kinds, of course. Now some are they got their problems too. Like the Nordics have a lot of issues, the tall blondes. But anyway, this is like basically the Pleiadians in general. Whatever, they're all obviously anyway, whatever. But a lot of what I get from the Pleiadians, I'm gonna put this out there because, and the guy mentioned a whole thing about the reptilians, and it's like, okay, let me connect that because what happened was that David Icke was talking about reptilians, and then somebody put out this conspiracy that all Jews, he's basically talking about Jews being reptilians. Like, that's not true. That's nothing. It has nothing to do with that. But when he mentioned that about the Israelis or Jewish, whatever, I see a lot of Syrian there, yeah, because of a lot of the conflict. When I connect to Pleiadian for me is like, all you do is like lay out on the beach and have a conversation for like 20 years, or go to a coffee shop and have a conversation with your friends for like 500 years. And that's the life of a Pleiadian. It's just basically hanging out. It's not all like that, but a lot of it is. A lot of these homeless people, I believe, are very Pleiadian. But it's also showing, like, look how we treat them. Nobody should be treated like that. They should have the right to do whatever they want. And they're human, which should be taking care of everybody. We should be. Should all be treated equally also, which is not done here. So the Pleiadians have a lot, because I believe a lot of people would have a lot of kids, have a lot of Pleiadian. There's just a lot of Pleiadian going on. So not to say that people have, not everyone, but like with the Syrians, a lot of conflict with them. But that's why a lot of people come here from Syria, is to clear out those conflicts, that they continue the conflicts from other Syrian worlds. Like Israel is going through a lot of stuff. A lot of that's Syrian. There's probably others, but I believe a lot of it is Syrian. Iran feels, I would say, reptilian. Can't get 100% on that. This is a little bit of everybody there, but it feels like the main thing there is reptilian. Because I look how women are treated, of course, with the Orthodox Jews, they treat their women like men are over here, women are over here, and that's some of that. I think that's some reptilian there too. But anyway, but Iran feels more reptilian from what I'm gathering, but obviously there's gray there also. But anyway, I was listening to that. That kind of got me looking into where a lot of the Jew energies, where some of them came from. Obviously, they all come from different places, but it seemed like Assyrian for many of them, because it's just they come here to solve problems. So a lot of them are doctors, musicians, actors. They're here to solve problems, from what I'm feeling. And a lot of us are here to experience that with them. Um, but like I said, I see a lot of Syrian conflict. A lot of their talents probably were pulled from Yael and Andromeda. It's a little bit of everything. But so anyway, I guess Zionism, if I remember right, with Zionism, it's mostly they claim to be Jewish, but they're not. But they kind of hide all of that. So I forget what I think that's kind of what it is. But anyway, they kind of blame the Jews, I think, but it's not. That has nothing to do with it. I think so. I can't remember right. But anyway, another controversy for tonight. And also, oh yeah, and that this video here, I'll bring it back. It was pretty funny because he was talking about the program, the Google guy, how he acted like a robot. I was like, yeah, that's true, because he's probably very Zeta. So the kid here, this James guy, is very Zeta. So obviously Syrian Pleiadians there too, but super Zeta. And if you want to see another Zeta, that's why I have this guy here. To me, this is like a robotic Zeta. I mean, he could be a robot. He could be like an AI Zeta. So just if you're wondering what they look like, here you go. Just show this is your guy running Facebook. So wonder how efficient it is, how easy it is. It's always an AI Zeta trying to make you happy, trying to keep things going for you, Yeah, yeah, nice, friendly, sort of, I guess. Yeah, just like that thing over there. So anyway, we gotta share that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing more cartoons again. I've activated that up again a little bit. I'm gonna make a book of them eventually, and I think I have enough for a book, but it'll be a small book, but it'll be a book, like volume 1 or something. Or anyway, it's something you can, I don't know, give to people if you want. I'm trying to keep the cost down of it as much as possible. So anyway, it's pretty funny. So it's gonna take some time. I had more images than I thought. So anyway, as for the Google situation here, yeah, it's an AI. You can say it's run by Syrians, from what I'm gathering. Let's see, within the Shadow Elite, seems to be very a Syrian agenda that's usually hidden. I don't, like everything's reptilian this, reptilian that, Anunnaki. But it seems like with Google, I'm feeling more of a Syrian race energy. They like to hide themselves, one thing for sure. It's like we're always trying to blame the reptilians for everything. The Weirans hide stuff. The Syrians hide stuff. I believe it's very Syrian. Obviously, from what I see, they're doing a lot of mind control. It's working out pretty well right now. Idea for Google is to keep that mind control going. That's why, like during the elections, very liberal, whatever it is, they're trying to. I mean, it also does seem like they can't censor everything. Like they have the alien stuff out there, they can't shut down everything because it kind of throws a light on them. If they shut down everything, make it like the wall in China, then they'll get way too much attention. They won't do good for their business, so they have to keep it open for, they have to keep things open for themselves. They can't totally shut everybody because they'd like to make it more like a China where you just whatever we want. This is your. It's like with the news. The news is pretty much like a walled garden for the most part. That's like that's censorship. So they're only doing for ratings. However, what the elites, those are puppets basically, high mastered puppets that are just. Notice how they're all painted really nicely, dressed really nice. That's a puppet system. It's the same thing as somebody hiding under their desk and have a puppet on their hand doing da 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 da. Same thing. It's just you don't see the guys running the show. That's all. Good. Yeah, and humanity's just going to dust that off. So I don't think so. It's like I don't believe that. I don't believe in anything. So that's too bad too. So yeah, they have agendas. Yeah. There's so many different, I believe, or human agendas and alien agendas while we're working with the aliens. But most of this is a human. The aliens are here to give them, we'll give you power, whatever. But the human's the one that says, sure. So the human is still the one that makes the decision. So you blame the aliens all you want, it's still the human that's behind all this. So that's your elite, etc., etc. It also feels like with the news, a lot of it's the shadow elites. Let's see. I'm seeing like another version of like ABC and NBC. I see another version of that within the elite system also. But it's like I'm not getting a full clear indication of this, but it's like feeding into what we see, but also giving the truth. It's like giving out what's really going on, but not. That's very weird. That's a little bit strange, but it is a lot of puppeteering going on. Let's put it that way. Yeah, because I am seeing like a whole nother version of the newscasters, not the same ones we see, but whatever they are broadcasting, it's like this is happening in North Korea, but then they like turn it and change it and channel it to us somehow and cause their events. So like this is just our world is just it's a is it Monopoly game or something? It's more than it's a Matrix game basically. And like with what's going on in North Korea, North Korea seems like it. Let's see here. It does seem like he's going to be taken out eventually. Let's see. As for why Trump is tweeting about it is beyond me. But anyway, it does seem like they are gearing up for it. I don't think war. I don't think so. They don't want war because man, it would not be pretty. I think they're trying other stuff to, like assassination stuff. I think it's more like that. But of course, if they do that, that still won't stop. Anyway, it does. I'm not seeing war. I'm seeing propaganda. Basically, whatever he's doing, they're hiding something. Something going on with him. They're hiding the true agenda, but I'm not getting a full indication what that is. A lot of this is just it's entertainment for us. There's other hands moving. That is, I mean, the threat is real, but I'm not seeing war. For some reason, I'm not seeing it. It does seem like they're doing a lot of propaganda on him right now. I mean, mind control on him. Well, propaganda, mind control system that seems to be pushing on him right now for Kim Jong Un. Let's see here. Yes, and possibly before the end of the summer. Of course, we're coming to that of his removal, possibly. It does seem like he's going to be quieting down also, which would be unlikely for his removal, but he's still gearing up for it. It does seem like he's going to get loud for a little bit, like he's doing, and things are calmed down. But like I said, anything can happen, but I'm not seeing it right now. Let's see. But they're doing a lot of this. They're trying to keep attention off of some. They're doing something somewhere else. I'm not sure. I think it's financial money moving around. This is all elite stuff. But let's see. Not much you can really connect with on, at least publicly. Connect with it. This does seem like they're making money off of this stuff, is what I'm gathering. There's stock market, they're moving money around why this happens. Let's put it that way. I think that's pretty obvious. Of course, that's not something that's going to hit in the news for sure. But it does seem like money is being moved around just in case something does happen. So it's like somebody's betting on this war and the outcome. So let's put it that way. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm not getting a clear indication what's coming up, but it does seem like it's a lot of noise, but I don't think anything is going to have to come of it. They are trying to throw Trump out, but I don't think they're going to be successful with it. I think some of the aliens are a little bit worried about it because there are timelines where it does work, where it does happen. I'm not seeing it happen. That can change because it does seem like there are timelines where that's happening right now. There was an investigation. He did get kicked out in another timeline. So they're kind of pushing that into this one, but I don't think they'll be successful. But man, they're trying. They are trying as hard as they can to get him at least impeached or something, or I think they're trying to get him thrown out. From what I'm gathering. Around North Korea, there's a lot of underwater activity, obviously. Submarines and stuff like that. I'm not sure if there's Navy SEALs there, but it does seem like something around that is in the area. So anything can happen. Anything. They can remove him anytime. Also, somebody said something about in the comments about Osama bin Laden. Yeah, I think now my feeling is he was removed ages ago. He died or removed a long time ago. This whole thing about him being assassinated and all that, I don't think any of that was true. You know, whatever the SEALs and all that, I don't think any of that was real. It felt like it was all orchestrated to give Obama and make him look good. I'm not seeing any of that. Yeah, it felt like he was not doing too good. Obviously, he was they're pointing all the fingers at him during 9/11. Again, I don't think he had anything to do with it. I mean, he might have, he didn't have a problem with it, but I think they needed somebody to blame all this on, and he knew that. Not to say that his hands are clean, not at all, but obviously there's much more agenda. There's much more going on. That was just the public, just they're pointing their finger at him. That's all. And I believe 9/11 was supposed to be a lot worse than it was, and they were planning on others after that, and that's all been cleared out, as you can see. Things have been pretty quiet, and we don't exactly have the best security to stop something like that. So obviously we're getting help from our alien friends. It's much more than that. There's treaties going on, and there's all kinds of stuff happening to prevent us from blowing ourselves up, basically, at least economy-wise, so society-wise, etc. Of course, when the 2008 thing happened, a lot of people are trying to steer that to happen again. Now, there are probably timelines where it did happen again, much worse, and many people are trying to make that happen, which I don't see that happening. World awakening eventually. When humanity awakens, you will see more of a positive reality. Of course, and the economy will crash because you don't need it anymore. So I think a lot of people are going to be still connected to third density, though. I think majority will be more high vibration. I do also feel 500, maybe 600, maybe 700 years for this to fully come into effect. Because you see how humanity is. I think that's going to just turn over anytime, in a couple of days. You see like an alien ship land, that's going to all of a sudden, no, that's not at all. Humanity has to change, within. That takes a lot of time. It might take 1,000 years. I wouldn't be surprised, but anyway. Okay, maybe not 1,000 years, but it's going to take some time. As for the Google Matrix, there's a lot of AI technology there, obviously, that are controlling I want to say the people, but it does seem like it's controlling the vibration, thoughts. Always some, not all, but they're analyzing everything. But it does seem like they're taking a consciousness put into an AI that will be done in the future, where it can serve your every need, all your needs, just like that little bucket of, bucket of fun. So it's like Google's, shows themselves friendly, but I don't see it all negative. But yeah, it's they're just trying to serve your every need basically, and that's the start of it. And Amazon's doing it in their own way too. So let's see. Yeah, there's a lot going on at Amazon. I'm not connected to it right now, but as for the rest of the shadow of Google, let's see. Obviously, there's a lot of mind control going on there right now. You can say it's in some like a mini Gestapo in some regard, in some ways. It is because if you have a conservative way of thinking, you got to be quiet. Isn't that kind of like Nazism? If you think another way, we'll just oust you or treat you like crap. So it does seem like a lot of that's there. Not to say it's all negative. There is positive there, and not to say that's positive. But it's not all bad there. But yeah, there's some. They got their little city there, and it does seem like they're trying to make things perfect, and like the Brave New World. I'm feeling like the Brave New World. Something hit 1984, but it feels like the Brave New World also is a lot within it. So, it's perfect society, perfect DNA. We live forever. Take 100 vitamins a day to live forever. They're actually working on technologies with that. So, of course, that's already existing with the elites, but they're kind of slowly bringing it in through these big companies. So, anyway, that's all I can connect with right now for Google. But I was not expecting that. The shadow Google was not. I was not expecting that at all. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like with Facebook, I don't know. It's not fully. It's there, but it's not as strong as Google's is. It's like Facebook's kind of in our face. It's kind of already, they're showing us everything they're doing. Obviously, they have an R&D they're doing, but I'm not seeing a shadow Facebook. Let's put it that way. There's something like, but Google's is really strong. That's very strong. And Microsoft, in some regard, but Google's very strong. And all these big companies, they sell out in some regard, so they get funds. And how you become a big company, you sell out. How you get big anywhere, not always sell out, but in some regard. So like Disney, they're doing a lot of stuff they probably shouldn't be doing. So with kids, marketing to kids, whatever, that's kind of creepy. So as for, let's see. As for enhancing your abilities, just believe in yourself, believe in the beings that you're connecting to. Most likely, you also see other versions of yourself eventually when you're ready to see it. But your other versions are helping you, you are helping them. Our Earth ascending into fourth dimension, we become more not afraid of our abilities, and we help other versions of Earth ascend also. So we always have something to do. Those other Earths assisting us that have not been tested as heavily as we have been. So they already went into fourth dimensional. In some cases. I don't think it's as hard as this one is, but anyway. But there are other versions of Earth that are a lot harder than this one, so we'll become more knowledgeable of that one. We're ready to see it. That right now we got to deal with ourselves. So I mean, some days feel 400 years. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. It changes. It's like, I said this before. When the news becomes more friendly, pollution. We'll find a way for better technologies. It's just violence comes down a lot. And right now, people are just so connected to the negative vibrations. A lot of that is Anunnaki, reptilian, gray, Syrian. Like I said, the Syrians are very quiet. They use technology to manipulate it, same as the Zetas. The Syrians seem to be a little bit more clever about it in some regard. They're not seen. But like I said, a lot of people that work at Google are of a Zeta. They have Zeta within. I mean, just they're all robotics. They're all robots, just like a Facebook guy there. So anyway, so it's a lot. Basically, when you connect to your abilities, your full vibration of abilities, you just feel your power increase, your knowledge increase. We don't have any hatred towards anybody, any negative to anybody. You know, everybody has their purpose. Even if some are negative, you don't have any negative towards them. It's like when somebody's negative to you, you're not the last, because you don't want to lower your vibration. You want to keep your vibration high. So if they're negative to you, it's like, well, I'm going to kick that person's ass. Okay, better not. Let's not do that. It's like, just get over this. Queer. Because when you do that, you lower your vibration. You get a gun, shoot somebody, you lower your vibration. You eat cheese, you lower your vibration. I can't believe that. Actually, I can. Anyway, you know, it's all these little things here to lower your vibration. It's just, obviously you have to eat, you know, but, you know, do what you got to do. I think also when you're ready for, you know, when you're clearing a lot of stuff, you know, eat what you got to do. What you got to do. You got to survive here. And don't be, you know, from my field, don't hate yourself. Do what you have to do. I mean, I need to lose like probably 30 pounds. I'll be happy to do that. But I work all that time, and you know, if I did go to the gym, I won't do anything because I'm going to go there once a week. That doesn't do anything. I have to go there like 4 times a day, or 4 times a week. It's like, I don't have time for that shit. So anyway, in the future, I'm doing it mentally. So anyway, yeah, it's more accepting of your looks and your everything. It just takes time. Basically, you're allowing yourself to not be controlled by anybody. You know, these low vibrations that are here. You just basically just allow yourself to heal, and you'll feel more of who's around here, and they'll just make themselves known. So just, yeah, believe in yourself and just don't have any hate towards anybody or anger, even mostly towards yourself, which is easy to do. There's a lot of self-loathing here in, you know, communities, the world, of course, because you want to have riches and all. Of course, you have to feed yourself. So it makes sense why people want money, because you got to feed yourself. So it makes a lot of sense. You want to live the good life. There's nothing wrong with that. And you have to have money to do that. Problem is, the things you have to do to make money is difficult, and that's not right. You know, you shouldn't have money here at all. I mean, the idea we all want to live here in a positive environment where we're, you know, happy with our living conditions. You know, it's just hard. So it makes sense why people just lust over money all the time, because like you gotta survive, and they get too much money, you get greed, and that's all Anunnaki and whatever, part of the control system. So anyway, it's quite complicated. I was listening to Anonymous, and that was like super negative. It's like, it might have some good points for some people, but anyway, that's about it. I had some notes, but I think I said everything. So I don't know. Hopefully this is helpful to some of you. Yeah, I didn't go into Google as much as I thought I would, but that was quite a bit. I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to go in much further. That was fascinating. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was told about this of lavender. This is not lavender, but I don't know what this is. Anyway, it's like this, but it says lavender on it, and you get it at health food stores, and you put it on your wrists. Like you dab some of it on your wrists, and you can helps you remember your dreams, and it does work. I've tried it, and yeah, it's. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Yeah, because usually I don't remember my astral. Well, I guess it was an astral dream, but I'm not seeing aliens or anything. But I do highly recommend it. It does it probably helps you heal. Uh, yeah, just you don't need a lot, just a couple of drops maybe. You can blend it in through your whatever how you want to do it before you go to sleep. I imagine you can do it during the day too. But then when you go to sleep, you would definitely remember your dreams, maybe. And I saw a dream. I forgot about this. Had an astral dream. I was at Disney working, cleaning the streets, which I didn't clean any streets. In the dream, it was like I was with somebody, like a lady. He was like, "This is the section you're going to work on." It's like, okay. Looked at it, whatever, and we went to another section. This section to work on. So I'm guessing. I mean, I work at Disney and Astral. I think I'm cleaning the place up. Must be going there in Astral and doing something there. Cleaning. I mean, I did work there, 1999 to 2000. No, 1998 to 97. Yeah, it was 97 to 2001 before 9/11. So yeah, management changed there, and it wasn't fun. It was like a third shift custodial was right at high school. It was like, you know, I got a job there. It's like I might as well take it. I moved to Orlando. That's why I kind of go there. Just a release from this place because I never connected to this place. I live here still. So it's like I'm there. I'm cleaning stuff out. There's some stuff there that yeah, I'm doing. Janitor. I am cleaning. I am a janitor there, a spiritual janitor, you can say. So I work at Disney and Astral, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's one of the many things I'm involved with, of course. So it makes sense why I go there in third density. It's kind of interesting. I think I've had dreams about it before in the past, but that was kind of interesting. So, and that lavender, I don't know. I mean, I took that lavender during that dream. I mean, I've had dreams before, but that was. I'd say a dream every time. I mean, I don't know if you're. I think it does help, but I can't really tell. But it probably does. So anyway, I'll put that out there. I should have mentioned that. I forgot all about that. So yeah, it was recommended. It's very fast. Yeah, it's fascinating. It had this other stuff, rosemary. I don't think that'll work for that. You never know. But this stuff, you just have that. You know, you burn it, but I don't get it. I just let it sit around. So, all right, blessings, everyone. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for tuning in. And I think I was talking enough. So, all right, much love. Take care and happy connecting.